Hey guys, welcome to Smith's Kitchen. Brian, as always, kitchen. And it's Wednesday. I've been on vacation for like the last week, and it's been nice. But I only take vacation twice a year. I take a week in the spring, which falls right around Mother's Day, Chris's birthday, and we usually celebrate our birthday and Mother's Day, and then, but then we also plant. That's usually when we put our garden in the ground. Any flowers we want to put in, or any additions to gardens, flower beds, things like that, usually happen in that first week of spring. And then the second week, or the second vacation I take is in the fall, and I usually take it to relax a little bit. But that's usually when we process the garden and get all our stock and stuff together for the winter time, which is why you've seen a couple of videos now on how to process certain things. And so like today, I've spent a good majority of the day. I did make a pumpkin roll for a friend of ours, but I spent the rest of the day doing a bunch of canning. As you can see in there, that was just today's load. And I mean, if you're looking, you got chili beans right there, jalapenos right there. Over in the far corner right there is beef tips, or stew meat. However, I just simply cut pot roast. Well, you'll see a video on it. But so it's later, and I thought, man, I tell you what, I'm craving cheesesteaks. And they're quick and easy to make. So this, first of all, would be a great weeknight meal. Less than under 30 minutes to make this sandwich, hands down, even if you have to do all the prep work. And it just easy all the way around. So I did learn that, I knew this, but a Philly cheesesteak, traditionally from Philly, founded in the 1800s, late 1800s, is nothing more than either top round or sirloin, thinly sliced, with provolone, cheese, and onion. That's it. Toasted hoagie bun. Well, they've got a specific bun they use in New York, but you're hard pressed to find it anywhere but New York. And I don't even remember. It's a Anna something or another bun, which that could very well be a shop in New York. But a hoagie bun will work. And there are a million variations on it. There are purists who provolone, onion, and cheese whiz. That's it. Or just onion and steak. That's it. And they swear you never put a green pepper in it, an onion, a different kind of cheese. It's got to be cheese whiz or provolone. But then you've got people who actually live in the area where it came from in Philly that say it depends on what shop you go to. There's places that have green peppers, red peppers, onions, mushrooms, different kinds of cheese. You got people who say that they think provolone is very bland. There's just a bunch of variations to a theme. So tonight we're going to do a variation to a theme. We're going to keep it close, but I'm adding a couple things. But it's really easy, simple to make, and I thought we'd make them up real quick, because that's what we're having for dinner tonight. If you're new, welcome. Glad you stopped by. If you're returning, thank you. Either way, thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below me if you haven't done so already, or if you're so inclined. Notification bell's right next to that. I try to put out 2 videos a week. Last couple weeks it's been 3 because I'm teaching how to process the things that we grew from the garden. And but we cook, we bake, we do all things food. Thumbs up, thumbs down, please. Either way. What that does, along with subscribing, it puts us out in the algorithm, lets people know we're here, grows our neighborhood. All of a sudden we've got, a bazillion great neighbors that want to, have fun and a good time. Comments, welcomed, very much so. I try to respond in some way, shape, or form, or, comment, heart, whatever. Either way it goes to all comments, I'll ask you to keep them civil. Alright, so now that I've run my mouth and done my spiel, let's get down here to the counter and we'll start making cheesesteaks. All right, hold on for me 1 second. All right, we're down here at the counter. Like I said, super simple. You don't even need a lot of tools. A sharp knife is going to be a must. A pan, something to put bread on so we can put it in the oven. I've got buttered hoagie rolls right here. I'm going to shove those in the oven in a minute. But other than that, here's how we play this game. So you're going to need some kind of oil. I'm just using olive oil, regular old olive oil. Yeah, well, I guess it's extra virgin California is olive oil. And I'm going to take a couple tablespoons. Just like that. I'm going to put most of it in there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to let this heat up for a minute. I've already got it warming up, so it shouldn't take long. Things to look for when it's heating up could be a few different things. I could take a stick, or some kind of apparatus to put it in there. Yeah, see, it's bubbling, which tells me this oil is already ready. Like I said, I had the pan warm it up, so I knew it wouldn't be long. And if you notice, it's steaming, it's smoking a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And the water looks like it's dancing. It's waving. Let me turn you so you're not looking so much at the wall. There you go. So I got 3 ways to know when I'm done. Now, to this, I'm going to add, I sliced up some onion, some mushrooms, and some green pepper. And we're just going to throw that in there. And we're going to give these a quick saute. We're going to soften them up, make them look pretty. To this, I'm just going to simply add a pinch of salt. That's how easy this is. I didn't even get any prep bowls out. A pinch of pepper, just like you would do with anytime you're sauteing up or softening onions or whatever. And like I said, if you were doing a traditional Philly, you would literally just have onions in here, more of a diced onion. But we're not doing we're doing a variation on a traditional. Yeah, basically, it's very close to traditional. But there are people out there that would just give you high hell if you throw a green pepper in it and call it a Philly cheesesteak. All right, let me get these softened up, and then we'll look at some steak. All right, we got everything softened up and got a little color to it. So we're going to go ahead and get our veggies out and just put them in a bowl. Set them off to the side. Yep.
They're ready. They're ready.
No, dude, it's not ready yet, honey. I'm finishing it right now. We got our veggies out of the pan there. Real quick, I got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. I don't know if I said that a minute ago or not. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to put our bread in there, our buttered hoagie buns in there, and we're going to let those bake for about 4 minutes. That way we can, and then we'll check them after that. All right, so now if your pan happens to be dry, which sigh, mine's not horribly dry, but it can stand a little. Now, like I said, you got your choice of steaks you can use. I'm using round steak versus a sirloin, just because A, sirloin's expensive, and B, I couldn't find any. But I had round steak in the freezer, so it worked out well. And both are acceptable choices of meat if you're doing a true Philly cheesesteak. All right, and we're just gonna let this brown up for a minute. And then on the one side, we're just gonna, after that, we'll just keep tossing it, all right? Till it's cooked. Okay, so we got our steak cooked, looking good. Our oven being incredibly hot, nice and tender. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna get our vegetables put back in it. Which now we've just turned it into a regular cheesesteak and not a true Philly. Go ahead and turn this down to low so we don't get anything to stick. So the next thing I'm going to do, everybody say hi to Abby. is I'm going to divide this into four pieces, or four parts. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we are. I wasn't going to because I've got 6 buns, but we can share. So that's split into 4 just like that. And then we're going to take, here's where we're going to vary a little also. So a true Philly just has provolone, and then cheese whiz on top of it is another option. They use the cheese whiz because they find provolone to be very bland. But I am going to put some pepper jack on these. And the provolone. That way we get the best of all worlds in Philly, because it really is, I mean, very versatile. I'm not going to say regional because the Philly cheesesteak is from New York, but it depends on what shop you go to. I even read a comment from one lady that said she lived in the same area that the article was written about, and they've even got places out there that put pizza sauce, mushroom, green pepper, and onion on theirs. I'm just not putting pizza sauce on mine. There is no true, there's no juice or anything that goes with this. You just get the tenderness of the steak. That's what we're looking for. And ooey gooey cheese. Alright, just gotta let this cheese melt and then we'll serve it up. Alright. So we got our cheese nice and melted. Go ahead and get our buns out of the oven. They're actually in there for about 10-15 minutes. I just can't get them to quite brown the way I want them to, but they're toasted and looking good. And that's alright. I'll figure out what I did later. I just know that they're crisp. I just couldn't get them to toast. So, next thing we want to do is grab a plate. See if I can balance all 3 of them here. Yeah, we can do 2 because I'll hold the bun. And we'll just grab a hoagie here. Come over here, grab one corner of our Philly, like such. And turn that off. Right. Put it on there just like such. Set this down here. There's our Philly before I shut it up. Now I could just pile this sky high with cheese in the filling, but that would be rude, right?
Ready?
Pretty much. Tell Mom if she wants to throw your dahos in the microwave, she can. But there we are right there. There's our lovely Philly. Now, yes, dinner is almost ready. I got a starving family, I guess. Well, at least one starving family member. But now, things you could add to this Philly, really, or this cheesesteak, really, to suit your preference, because I'm about to put some fresh jalapenos on it. I know Chris will probably end up putting some mayo on it. I'll probably add a little spicy mustard. But, I mean, do what you like. Put in it what you like. A cheesesteak just involves 2 main ingredients, cheese and steak. After that, get creative with it. But take away the green peppers and the onions, or green peppers and the mushrooms, and the pepper jack. You got your plain old basic Philly cheesesteak. Just need a little cheese whiz if that's your desire. Not a big fan. But you can make it the way you want to make it. So let me give this a try at any rate. See if it was well worth the, I don't know, all of 15 minutes it took to make it. Very much so. Give those off the oven, off the stove top. That meat, very tender. For not letting it sit with salt and pepper on it and all that, because nobody puts salt and pepper on anything other than the onions. That is a really tender cut. Part of it's because it's thin, and we didn't overcook. You know, we just cooked it through, let it sit in its own juices, and put that cheese over it so that way we keep it nice and moist. And it did its job. That is a really good sandwich. And it took us, I think, 20 minutes with me gabbing. You know, at most. That's pretty fucking awesome. I don't care who you are. So, I'm going to throw some chips on the side with this. Maybe some leftover macaroni salad from a couple days ago. And but you could also have fries with this. I mean, you know, possibilities are endless on side dishes. But, you know, a good bag of chips would go well with this. You know, hoagie and chips is always a good thing. It's quick. It's not horribly heavy on your gut. You can get creative with it. Awesome, easy weeknight meal. Give it a try. Let me know if you give it a try. You know, leave a comment down below. Or if you have a different way that you make your cheesesteaks, let me know. Completely different taste than the sliders we made a few weeks back, which are really good. You should try those also. Check that video out. But, yeah, let me know if you do. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you think I'm being blasphemous by putting green peppers and mushrooms. You know, that's just what we prefer in our household. So tomorrow we're going to do a pecan pie cheesecake. My friend Rob sent me the recipe for it, and I would really like to give it a try. There were some negative comments and some positive comments off the recipe site that I got it from, and I'm trying to remember. It's OMG chocolate something, but I'll let you know tomorrow where I got the recipe from. But the recipe is about 7-8 years old. It looks delightful, a little complex, but not really. No different than any other cheesecake. So that being said, I'm gonna go eat my cheesesteaks with the family. I love you. I love you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Tell somebody else you love them and you love them very much. It's gonna make their day a whole lot better. Invite them over for dinner. Bless you.
Thank you.
Invite them over for dinner. Have them try a cheesesteak. You know, I guarantee they'll like it. You'll be, you know, just the hit on the block. So, tomorrow for cheesecake. I love you. See you then. All right? Bye.
Bye.